For thousands of kilometers, the atmosphere is filled with this grit from the Sahara. At this stage, I have to confess to having written my PhD thesis on wind-borne particle movement. But by the end of the night, it felt like a field trip too far.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because there was a sandstorm. And in a sandstorm, what you don't really want to do is be close to the ground, because that's where the major particles are. So you get sandblasted by the biggest bits, and it hurts. Still smaller bits available too, of course, to go into every crevice available on the human body. And I do mean everyone. I've got a lot of sand in my eyes. Well, it's not really sand actually, it's dust, it's really fine stuff. Not very nice though. And then it rained hard, so you were getting sandblasted and like in a shower. Well, there we are.
It was a suitably apocalyptic way to end my trip across the Tenere. But for the women, it was just another dusty day.
My friends, we came at the end of our journey.
I know.
How are you feeling?
Well, I can't quite believe it, actually, Sugi. I mean, here we are. I've never walked across the Sand Sea before, but I have now. And it's as hard as I'd ever dreamed it was going to be.
Oh.
But we have managed it.
And so, at last, we reached Bilma. It wasn't exactly the bustling oasis fringed with date palms that I'd been expecting. Nevertheless, Sugi and I decided to hit town, to buy a thank you goat, and finally to sample some of Bilma's finest, the famous dates I'd been waiting so long to taste. They don't exactly look very appetizing, do they? Are these fresh, Sugi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, they taste beautiful.
Sweet.
Mm. They weren't anything like the ones I was used to at Christmas, but these rather unappealing-looking fruits were the reason the Tubu women had come here.
Wow.
Right now. Mrs. Très bien, monsieur. We've accomplished our mission.
Okay.
Dates from Bilma. You're right with that, Sugi. I'll grab the goat. The women had set up camp outside town. They were going to spend a couple of weeks letting the camels recover their condition before bartering them for dates. Okay, all yours. But hold tight, Asha. Instantly better at dealing with goats than I am. The goat seemed to go down rather well, but the dates may have been a slight case of Coles to Newcastle. Despite feeling utterly shattered, I was rather proud of having matched the Tubu step for step across the Tenere. But then it dawned on me that for them this was nothing. Ahead of them lay the return leg to Termit, and hundreds more kilometres to the millet farmers of the south. And after that, the long walk home. And next year, the journey would begin again. I had survived the Rien de Rien, but they were simply existing, doing what generations had done before them. Their constant movement and trade, the lifeblood of this garden of Allah.